champion, Brazil!
What's up, everybody? We just got done watching the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup right over here, and it was a really, really fun experience. So we're going to talk about that and talk about the final and the third place match. But also, let's check out Judah and see how he's feeling after the Carabao Cup. So let's get into it. This is What the Football. Judah, I guess before we talk about the Carabao Cup, or the EFL or whatever they call it, I don't even know what they call it.
Same.
A few years ago, it was what, the Carling
It was
Cup?
the Carling Cup, you know. It was Carling Cup. I don't know. I think Carabao, maybe it's like a sponsorship thing.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know what Carabao is though. I have no idea.
I know there's an energy drink. There's a Carabao energy drink. That's all I know.
Anyway,
I don't know more than that.
we'll talk about that in a minute. Maybe let's start with good things. Let's start with let's start with the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. Well, let's rebrand it. Well, we'll rebrand it. Sorry, the FIFA Beach Football
World Cup.
World Cup.
Yeah, same. Okay, it was the final. I missed the third place game, which you saw.
Yeah,
But I was there just in time for the final.
yeah,
Two great footballing nations,
yes,
Italy and Brazil.
yes,
So even in the regular FIFA World Cup, that would make a good final. Also.
absolutely, yeah.
So that's one of the things I was thinking about. I'm like, Brazil, Italy in the final? That is great. They have both won the regular FIFA World Cup.
Yes,
So they're definitely great footballing nations. Kind of had the nudge that Brazil would win. And that is because I hadn't seen any of Italy's game in the competition yet.
okay,
So I had watched Brazil's group game against Oman,
okay,
which was a great game. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I think these Brazilian guys are onto something.
mm-hmm.
And definitely have Brazilian friends, which I saw that game with Gabi and his son Tomas.
Okay.
Yeah, so we all went together to see that game. And I told them after that game, I really hope you guys make it to the final.
Yeah,
And I guess they did.
they
They
did.
did make it to the
They
final.
did.
But I had to go watch it without them.
Yeah,
But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I kind of had some. Now I was supporting Brazil because
yeah,
my friends are Brazilian.
yeah.
But I kind of felt like the officiating was kind of funny sometimes.
Well, yeah, you couldn't really tell what was going on with the officiating.
The basics you could, like a foul or stuff, you could. At some point, I felt like the officiating was a little harsh towards Italy.
Really?
I could be wrong. Now, I'm not saying that if the officiating had gone the way I had it playing in my head, that Italy would win. That's not the aim of my statement. Yeah, as I was saying, I supported Brazil anyway. But my point was, at some point, I was like, that is harsh towards Italy.
Yeah.
If you know, during the game, their goalie got a red card.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Which
Which
I didn't
didn't
think that was harsh.
Well, did he get a red card and then somebody came in his place in the second or third period? Or
Yeah, so I think what happened was, so he got the red card, he had to leave.
Yep.
So one of the outfield players left
Mm-hmm.
to be replaced by the second goalie.
Yep.
And I think Italy played with a man down, I think up until Brazil scored a goal. Now, I don't know if it's a time-sensitive thing, like you're going to play with a man down for maybe 10 minutes. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I know towards the end of the game, they got back to 4 outfield players from 3. So maybe that's something that I need to go read about. I have no idea.
Yeah.
that
I have
works.
no clue.
But that's the second Brazil game I'm watching
Mm-hmm.
where the opposition team gets a red card. So in the game against Oman, one of the Omani guys got a red card.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I think his was 2 yellow cards.
Okay.
Yeah, but the goalie one for
No,
Italy
this was straight red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a straight red. I don't think I have an issue with it because it kind of flew in the path of the guy who was throwing goal. So
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
yeah. But I just felt like some of the calls were funny, and you could see at some point tensions were up.
Oh yes.
The Italian guy was, I think one of the Brazilian guys had gone towards the Italian bench to celebrate or to say something.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah. Did you not see that?
No.
Oh, bro. I think one of the defenders, I can't remember his name. I think it was number 2 or something. So after Brazil scored one of their goals and they were celebrating, standing in front of the Italian bench, looking towards the stands. Then the guy, I think either he said something or he did something. And I think it was the Italian captain. The guy couldn't keep himself calm.
Yeah.
And he was actually walking towards the Brazilian bench. And folks were holding him back, and
Dang.
it was serious.
And then there was one guy with like a bandage.
Yeah, with a patch on his
bandage or
head.
something.
Yeah.
I thought he was playing with an eye patch. I was like, dude, this is not good for this
Nah,
guy.
but it was a good game. It was a good game to watch.
Yeah, it was fun.
You cannot. I think one of the things that I noticed was you can't fault the enthusiasm of the Brazilian support.
Mm.
Those guys were singing and dancing nearly the whole game. Even the Italian guys, so when they sang their national anthem. Now, I have gone on YouTube at intervals before now
Okay.
to watch clips of the Italian national team singing their national anthem.
Okay.
And it's because they always sing it with so much passion and stuff.
Yes.
And where I sat, the guys behind me were all Italian.
Mm.
So when the national anthem was on, I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
The way they sang it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, just beautiful.
And I think both teams have national anthems where the intro is quite long. So you think like, okay, it started, but it doesn't start for a bit until they start singing, and it's like, what?
It was just great. It was just great.
That was great.
It's great.
I think for Brazil, this is their like 6th time winning this, and it's a record.
Good for them.
I think
Really good for them.
so. Yeah, it was interesting because Italy scored the first goal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was the same. Like I was supporting Brazil. I was kind of neutral, but I felt like the Brazil is gonna bring their A game.
Somebody got Brazil, got Gabi and Tomas.
The thing is, Brazil is a football country. They are passionate about football.
Yeah.
You could put football in anything, and they will be passionate to support it.
It is. Yeah.
That is their thing.
Yeah.
And so for them, like for the Brazilians to show up to support their nation, even in like a beach,
it was beautiful to see.
and the way they came with flags, they came with the shirts. They were in a particular area sitting there.
They were behind one of the goals.
Oh my
That was just
goodness.
great. That was just
Like,
great.
all of that like made it feel like this was a home game for Brazil. Like, so Italy were kind of at a disadvantage, I feel like.
You can say it that way. I think the other thing is because the third place game and the final game were like 30 minutes apart, thereabouts.
Yes.
You still had fans of Iran who had come to watch Iran play the third place, who were still in the stadium for the final.
Yes.
So at some point, you have Brazilian guys, you have the Italian guys scattered around, you still have the Iranian guys in pockets. So but still on, it was a beautiful time.
Oh yeah.
It was good to see Antonio Conte. We was there.
He was sitting there, yeah.
Antonio Conte was there. My guy needs a new job now.
Hey, I mean, you should have probably gone and spoken to him about Chelsea.
I didn't have a VVIP ticket, bro. I had front row seats, yes, but I didn't have a VVIP ticket.
Yes.
So I didn't sit where the guys on the couches were. So Conte was there. What's his name? Materazzi was there. I think I remember seeing Marco Materazzi. Christian Karembou was there. Definitely. FIFA president Gianni Infantino was there.
Yep.
And all of that. So, and I think a few other guys who I'm trying to not mix the names up. But I know I remember seeing these three. That was good. Good. That's good stuff.
Well, for me, this was very special. This was my first professional football match that I've watched.
Sweet.
That I've gone to. This was very special for me.
That is great. And you didn't go alone.
And I didn't go alone. My wife was there with me as well. And so it was funny because like we got there, like it was raining a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
And so it was, we were there, like it was fine, like okay, like the music was a little too loud. But man, once it started, the matches started, like my energy, my wife's energy, we were a bit tired, but we were like It was great.
nice,
It was awesome. But yeah, that was my first experience
Welcome to the club, bro.
in a World Cup too.
Oh,
It's a
and it's a
beach-
World Cup final.
and a final. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's
It was
great.
great. And for Brazil brought the game.
Yeah,
it
they
was
did.
fun. Italy kept coming back. It had everything. It had red cards. It had own goals.
Oh, that was sad.
And
Oh, that was sad. I felt so sad for the guy.
yeah, it was pretty.
I felt sad for him.
But that's what happened. The sand, like you have no idea where the ball's gonna go.
I think also the goalie was not in the post.
He was a bit
So he had moved out,
yes,
and the guy was trying. Oh, sad.
which is the nature of the match, right?
Yeah, and as he went in,
they-
he just went on his knees, and I'm like, oh, I feel sad for him. And that happened right in front of me.
you had literally the front row.
I
seats.
was literally just the first row of seats. I was sitting there. He passes the ball back, and I look. He goes in. I look at him. He's on his knees, and I'm like, I felt like I was looking at him. I'm like, sorry, bro. I'm really sorry. Well, it was sad, man.
Yeah,
It was sad.
but the
But
craziest thing
it's
was, the amount of bicycle kicks
In beach soccer,
in beach football that they
Oh.
scored for goal. So I saw the third place game.
yeah.
The first four goals from Iran were all bicycle kick goals,
Bro, they're
and
landing
probably all from the same area too.
maybe the same guy also.
No, it was different guys.
Maybe.
But it was just so funny to me because like almost all the goals that we saw were bicycle. I'm sure maybe half of the goals that Brazil scored
So
were bicycle kick goals.
I think that's the easy thing to do
It is.
because
You get to smash it.
you got to smash it. Number one. Number two, you want to get the ball off the sand.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah. So to get the ball off the sand, that's one easy thing to do. And then, when you do the bicycle kick, you are landing on sand.
Ah, yes.
So the factors are favorable for the bicycle kick.
Oh, yes.
So do as much as you can.
Yep.
Yeah. But it was great experience. Great experience.
Yeah, it's fun. Let's see if we can go to the next one. Next one, I think, is in Seychelles or something.
The beach soccer world?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I think that's why the Seychelles president.
Is that why he was
there,
there?
right? I think so. Anyway.
Well, we could go to Seychelles.
Yeah,
We should go.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be. My wife was saying, "It's like, hey, this could be a fun thing. You go to all the finals."
I agree with her.
So anyway, that was a fun experience. But anyway, glad we got to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully these sort of things keep coming to the UAE so you can go and see them.
Hopefully.
Let's now talk about maybe the Carabao Cup, or let's do this as much as you want to talk about it, because I didn't even see it because we
You
were
have to.
watching this.
Yeah. So we were watching the beach soccer final or the beach football final.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see the game live. But what I did was I've gone back and looked at the clips.
Mhm.
And I think it was a good game to watch.
Mm.
That's one of the things I can deduce. Because Chelsea, Liverpool have played, this is their third consecutive domestic cup final, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
No, not consecutive. I could be wrong with
But just in general,
Yeah.
the last few
So,
years they've played.
Chelsea's
each other.
last 3 domestic cup finals have been against Liverpool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And 2 of them, I think, were under Tommy Tuchel.
Okay.
They both ended goalless, I believe, and Liverpool won on penalties,
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken. And then I think, I can't remember which of them, but in one of them, the game had few chances.
Mm.
But this one, ooh,
Yeah.
so many chances.
Quite a few, yeah.
So many chances. Good saves and all of that. But you can't take it away from Liverpool. They won it.
Mm.
Both teams had goals scored that were chalked off by VAR.
Yes.
Sterling got one, chalked off for offside. Van Dijk got one in the second half. I'm still not sure why, but it was a Endo was impeding Colwill and all of that, but to be honest, if that goal wasn't cancelled, I don't think anybody would have an issue with it.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
you couldn't really tell what.
But
the issue
VAR
was.
actually saw it.
Yeah.
The guys in the VAR booth saw it, so I guess that's one of the things that helps.
Mm.
But Chelsea had enough chances to at least get a goal. and
Yeah.
they did not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is not news.
Mm.
And it's sad that I'm still saying that now, but that is not news.
Mm.
The fact that Chelsea are in a game, they create chances, but they take none of the chances.
Yeah.
That has been a problem that they've been having, or we've been having. And that's one of the things where I was thinking through, why did we let Amanda Broya go to Fulham?
Mm.
Now, not to say that Broya is the almighty striker. He gets 5 goals in every game, no. But I feel like he gives you something extra. He's a really tall dude.
Yeah.
He can win a lot of headers.
Physical.
And yeah, that kind of stuff. But I know that one of the things Chelsea is trying to do is they're trying to balance their books because of the whole FFP and all this stuff.
Mm.
But I felt like they could have sent someone else on loan instead of Broya. Maybe Chalobah. Chalobah did come on in the final though. But if you look at minutes, Broya had gotten much more minutes compared. I think Chalobah has also gotten his first few minutes this month, actually. I think before this month, I don't think he had any minutes.
Mm.
Yeah. So you look at that, but you can't take it away from Liverpool. They really wanted to get it.
Yeah.
Van Dijk gets the first header. It's chalked off. He gets the second header.
Yeah.
So that is great for them.
I feel like at that point, everybody was just incredibly tired.
Yeah. So
Because the way that header went in, I'm just like,
it's in the
I don't know.
118th minute.
Yeah.
So first of all, that is a dangerous time to get a goal.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because by that
Kills,
time,
yeah.
it just kills you.
Yeah.
If it's not your team that gets the goal, at least.
Yeah.
It literally kills you because you don't have time to fight back. You have 2 minutes, max 4 minutes against a team like Liverpool with VVD and Konate at the back. Yeah. But there's a whole lot of talk about Liverpool and young kids and all of that.
Yeah.
Which I kind of feel like people overemphasize that
Mm.
because I think the Chelsea starting 11 and the Liverpool starting 11, I don't think there was much difference as regards quality.
Yeah.
They still had quality players on the pitch. It just shows you how good they are as a team. Liverpool, I mean.
Yeah, that was a funny news because it made me think like, oh, did they start all youngsters?
No,
like,
they didn't. So Kelleher starts and go. Alisson is injured. Kelleher is not like a novice. It's not an amateur goalkeeper.
no, he's their second.
One of the
choice, yeah.
finals we played, actually, I think even the two. One of the last finals we played, he was the goalkeeper in the final. So that's clear. So Petrovic, who starts for Chelsea, is not Chelsea's number one. Sanchez is injured.
Mm.
But then you have Van Dijk and Konate in the back. Like,
First team, yeah.
like that's first team.
Yeah.
You have Robertson.
Yeah.
This season, Conor Bradley has played way better than Trent.
Mm.
So Bradley starts. You have Endo, you have McAllister, you have Gravenberch, you have Luis Diaz. I'm like, what the
Yeah. That's
What else?
Yeah.
What else do you want?
Yeah.
Now, definitely, some of the substitutes were like, I can't remember the guy's name.
But they're-
McConney. and
They're one of the
whatever.
academy
Yeah,
graduates.
yeah.
Yeah.
But those guys played the Premier League game against Luton.
Yeah.
They also came on against Luton. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But, bro, Liverpool are Carabao Cup champions. Klopp at least is sure that he's leaving with at least one trophy.
Yeah.
But they're still in for 3 more.
Wow, look at that.
So they're still top of the Premier League table, still in the Europa League, and I think they're still in the FA Cup. So Klopp has taken 1, 3 more to go. Let's see how well the players can give him a good send-forth with trophies.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
what's the term people use? Victory lap. It says
Whatever.
the victory lap has begun.
Whatever. Yeah. But it has begun. And Liverpool, worthy winners. Congratulations, Liverpool. Carabao Cup champions.
Yeah. There you go. That's it. For Chelsea though,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like a not so great stat or great record,
Okay.
but they're the first English team to lose 6 straight domestic cup finals.
Yeah. Yeah. Next. Next. Thank you. Moving on. Thank you for that. Thank you.
At least you're still breaking records.
For what is what? For what is what? We're still breaking records. Thank you. You Arsenal guy. Thank you.
Speaking of, Arsenal played Newcastle. We'll talk about the Premier League now.
Yeah. Good game for you guys.
Yeah, not the thrashing I wanted.
What did
but
you want?
I wanted to have a clean sheet, man.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Even the guy who scored is a former Arsenal guy, Willock.
Yeah, true though. True.
I didn't watch that match actually. Did you watch it?
I saw most of it.
Okay. Thoughts?
I think I stopped when it was 4-0. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I was being very honest.
Yeah.
So I didn't see Willock's goal like in the moment. I started the game. By the time it was 4, I asked myself, so why am I still watching this? Honestly, I asked myself because the first half, Newcastle were so poor.
Really?
No, I don't know if they were so poor. You guys were just all over them.
So from the highlights that I saw, I don't know if this is Arsenal's thing of playing later games like at night, but for some reason the players just seem incredibly fast to me.
You guys were all over them, I tell you, especially in the first half. So that was late kickoff.
Yes.
Because here, Dubai time, that was about midnight.
That was midnight, yeah.
So I told myself, okay, it's going to be a big game. It's Arsenal Newcastle. I'd sleep late. I'd watch it. Bro, I'm up that late in the night to see Newcastle just get rolled over. And I'm like, what is this? By the time the fourth goal went in, I'm like, yeah, it's time. There's a sign I should go and sleep. No, this is not. No. But shout out to you guys. You guys came guns blazing. Guns blazing, I tell you. So great game. I think Eddie Howe, I don't even know what he should think about. Because at some point I don't know if I was just feeling pity towards Newcastle. Their defenders were making mistakes with their passes. I tell you, you guys would have scored like 2 extra goals in the first half because of defensive mistakes and all. Fabian Schär wants to pass the ball, he gives it to Odegaard. Or this guy wants to clear the... I'm like, something is wrong. Something is wrong.
Well, the first goal was a funny one because it was like an own goal.
Yeah, it was. Gabriel wins the header. Someone was trying to play it. Then I think he hit Botman's knee. Then he went back in. But a goal is a goal. It goes over the line. I think the ref uses a goal line tech. But even apart from that, Newcastle had, especially in the first half, Newcastle had nothing to give. At the start of the second half also, same. So I don't have anything to say about that game except you guys, worthy winners.
Keeping the pressure, trying to keep the pressure.
Worthy winners.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a lot of goals for you guys in the Premier League too.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was happy about as well because that makes it like 15.
So you guys did 6 against West Ham, 5 against Burnley. That's what, 11?
11, no, 4, so 15.
15 in 3 games.
I love that. I hope they continue doing that because we really, really need that confidence. Saka, which by the way, has like, I think that was 7 goals in 6 matches or something like that.
List of my problems.
Like,
it's a list of my problems. I ain't counting Saka's goal for you. No way. I'm not doing that.
I haven't counted either, but like he's hitting the form that I think he kind of lacked in the first half of the season.
Nah, you can definitely see that he's very important.
Oh yeah,
to what Mikel wants to do with the team.
And Martinelli too. Both those guys are very important. And I think their lack of form or their dip in form like really, really did affect us in the little blip that we had. But anyway,
even that game, it was good to see Kai Havertz start.
And he scored, scored a nice goal.
One of the things that I felt sad about was Newcastle started Karius, Lotus Karius, and he's the 3rd choice goalkeeper. So Nick Pope is the first. Nick Pope is injured. Dubravka is next. Dubravka wasn't available. So for Karius to come back in and then concede 4 goals, I kind of felt sad for him.
Yeah, that's it.
Because most people remember him for the Howlers against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. So I felt like if you guys had not been DTP again, one way or the other, the guy could have had his confidence intact. But I can't say that the goals were his fault anyway. So, yeah, but shout out to you guys.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens in the next few matches, especially when I think next big game is going to be against City. So
That's cool.
I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, another match we should talk about, I feel like, or the result we should talk about, is United losing again at home, and this time against Fulham.
Yeah, I think one of the things that kind of made, how do I say it? United has started 2024 really well.
Okay. Oh yeah, they were unbeaten, right?
Yeah, I think that they had. Were they unbeaten? I think so.
Yeah.
So in their last few games, they've been winning.
Yeah.
They went to Molineux, won 4-3.
Yeah.
Kobe Mino, dying goal. Even won away at Villa.
Yeah.
So they have been winning games. And I think many of us forgot that, this is still Manchester United. Now,
what does that mean?
don't try to read anything more than what I said.
Okay, keep going.
This is still Manchester United
Yes.
that are going through a whole lot of change.
Yes.
The Ineos guys have come in and all of that. So that is still happening.
Yeah.
And we have the story of them trying to get, what's his name, Dan Ashworth or so from Newcastle, one of the executives.
Oh, yeah.
So all this stuff is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
Even Jim Radcliffe gave interview and said stuff about even Mason Greenwood, that they would have to sit and decide on what to do because he's still a United player because he's on loan at Getafe.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still a whole lot going on. Now, the fact that they were winning those games was really good for them because when you keep getting the wins, nobody talks about all these other things.
True. Yeah, that's a good point.
So that was the point I was trying to make. So you were just laughing pretty early, man.
Yeah, I had to.
So you see, United guys, you see, it's not that bad. So that's the point I'm trying to make. The fact that they had been getting those wins, nobody was talking about all this change, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Now this is not me trying to make an excuse for United and go, because of all the change they lost to Fulham. No, Fulham went to Old Trafford and they went to play.
Fulham are a tricky team with the manager Marco Silva.
Yes,
he's a tricky manager.
Yes.
Like
they went to play.
Yeah.
So there are many teams who will go to Old Trafford and sit back and just hope to hit on the counter or something.
Mm-hmm.
But Fulham went there to play. They wanted to play football.
Yeah,
it's the same thing they did to Liverpool. You remember that game? I think it was 4-3.
Yeah,
3-2, whatever it was. Blockbuster of a game.
Mm-hmm.
That is what Fulham give you.
Yeah.
So for United to lose at home now, Old Trafford is supposed to be a fortress, but not anymore. It's kind of like Stamford Bridge. It used to be, not anymore. But the good thing for me was the 2 goals were scored by Nigerians.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, for me, that's sugar in my tea, bro.
There you go.
Sugar in my tea.
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey, my boy, defender, smashes the ball into the roof of the net. Yeah. Maguire gets an equalizer, I think 89, 88 minutes, whatever.
Yep.
And then Iwobi. Oh,
it was a good goal.
The dying minutes of the game.
I love the touch he took right before that. It was like a very deceiving touch.
Sweet.
Because just enough to give him the space to hit it.
And he hits it and Onana doesn't even move.
With classic Onana, but
come on.
I have to.
Let Onana be, bro. Let Onana be, bro.
Man, I have to. The hype is too much. It's too much.
I'll keep quiet. Shout out to my Nigerian boys. 2 goals.
There you go. Yeah,
Nigerians, I have the shirt on, so
there you go. To support them, good.
Yep.
Good.
Next one.
Yeah, I came up with a song just now.
Do I want to hear this song? That's my question. Okay, let's hear your song.
Stamford Bridge is falling down, falling down. Because you mentioned.
No, the funny thing, he's not even a Liverpool guy. So you're not even a Liverpool guy. Like, what? It's all right.
Well, you mentioned how, what was it, Old Trafford's not a fortress anymore. And then you mentioned Stamford Bridge. And in my mind, I just couldn't stop thinking about this.
Stamford Bridge is no longer a fortress. It used to be under Mourinho.
Yeah,
but let's move on.
Okay.
Those days
I didn't want to banter you, but it's just...
That's all
It
right.
just came to my mind.
It fits in just well, so that's cool. That's cool.
Anyway, let's chat a little bit about the Champions League,
Mhm.
which you can banter me as much as you want because we lost. We lost there, so
Whoa!
but anyway, let's look at some of the results really quick.
Yeah, so you guys went away to Portugal.
Porto, yeah,
Play Porto. No shot on target
no,
in the whole game.
they defended really well.
Oh, you guys played really on
Poor. Yeah, that too. Both of those things.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that match fully. I was falling asleep watching it.
That's all right.
But what I did see, which I was like, oh man, like I'm curious to see what the result's gonna be, was because the way Porto were playing, their intensity, they're defending well. We were not, I guess, up to the speed that they were playing at. I felt like, and of course, it's their home ground. You know, all those kind of factors.
Yeah, it is
And
what
so,
it is.
but at the same time, it was a 1-0. There was only one goal, and it was in the dying minutes of the game.
but it was a beautiful goal.
It was a really good
It was
goal,
a
yes.
great goal. And I think the guy who scored the goal missed a great chance in the first half where he struck the post. So I think it was a good goal.
Yeah.
After the game, I saw some stickers that said stuff like, Arsenal have not had a shot on target in the UCL knockout stage since 2017.
Wow.
And when I saw that, now I didn't feel like bantering you. I felt sad for you guys. That's really sad.
Yeah.
2017. But there are a few other stats that I don't want to mention. But that's by the way. But I think you guys are not out of it. It's just 1-0.
Yeah. I mean, for most teams, that was the scoreline. So
Just
PSV, Eindhoven, and Dortmund 1-1.
Yeah.
Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid
1-0.
1-0. Us 1-0. And then Napoli, Barcelona 1-1.
Yeah,
So it's quite open.
Yeah, I don't feel like Porto have won the tie yet. They haven't.
Yep.
They still have to definitely come to the Emirates and work hard again.
Mm-hmm.
But the good thing for them is if they don't concede, they win the tie.
Yeah.
But it's hard, especially with the way you guys are banging in the goals in the Premier League. But let's see how it goes.
Yeah. I think most people, when they saw, they were like, okay, let's see the second leg.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
You know?
Let's see how it goes.
And so that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks, I guess, the second leg of those matches.
Like
so
2 weeks time.
we'll see how that goes. I think the one we covered some of the other ones, but like the score lines are all quite narrow.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
And so
the games are still very open.
yeah,
The games are still very
I
open.
guess the only one that may not be open is City Copenhagen.
Yeah, because City won away.
Yep.
Out Copenhagen.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
City
they'll be
won.
welcoming them at the Etihad.
Even Real Madrid won away at
Leipzig.
Red Bull. Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, let's see how the second leg's go and who makes it through.
Yeah.
But that was Champions League. An interesting sort of what do you call it? Statistic or Easter egg or tidbit, whatever. But Yamal becomes the youngest player. Yamal, who plays for Barcelona.
Lamine.
What's his first name?
Lamine Yamal. Yeah.
It's like his name sounds like like those words people used to warm up, like unique New York.
Oh, good.
Red leather, yellow leather. Lamine Yamal. That's how probably the commentators rehearse before they do the commentating. Lamine Yamal. Anyway, it's a cool name though. I really do love the name.
It is.
So Lamine Yamal becomes the youngest player to play in the knockout stages of the Champions League. And Pepe, who I have no idea what his first name is, or maybe that is his first name.
I think he just goes by Pepe.
He's Pepe.
He might have a longer name.
It's like Prince. It's just like Pepe.
One
name. Anyway, he becomes the oldest player in the Champions League. So it's crazy that you got the oldest and the youngest in the same season.
Let's see how that keeps going. Let's see, can he go one more season? Pepe, I mean.
Yeah.
Can he go one more season? But that's great.
Yeah.
Take nothing away from the guy.
Yeah.
Or from Lamine also.
Oh, yeah.
Starting in a team that has established players, So I think at some point he's keeping Rafinha out of the team.
That is crazy.
And Lamine is like 17, 16.
Sure. That is crazy.
So, and the thing is, he comes on and he actually performs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's keeping Rafinha out of the team is justifiable.
Yep.
So shout out to Lamine.
Yeah.
To Lamine.
Yep. Really cool. Let's talk about some other news though.
Let's go.
So Thomas Tuchel and Bayern Munich have decided that at the end of the season they will part ways.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. You remember that scene?
Yeah.
And I tell you,
It's quite sad scene actually.
I see you again.
That's a metaphor. That's a very like sad metaphor. You know that, right?
They are parting ways.
Yes, but also like with Paul Walker, he died.
Oh yeah,
like the whole thing.
True. Oh,
so
yeah, that's true.
it's quite a anyway.
I wasn't trying to belittle that.
No.
Yeah.
That's not what I was suggesting. I was just like
that's true.
That metaphor can fit in a lot of things. You put Barcelona and Messi. You know, like you can put a lot of things. Anyway.
Yeah. So Tommy's leaving. By Tommy I mean Tuchel.
Yes, I know that. You and him are on first name basis. I know that.
He's a former Chelsea coach.
I know that.
And we still have the song, We Have Super Tommy Tuchel.
Yeah.
So I think it's clear. It's clear to see. I think in the space of 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks, where they lost those 3 games, I think that's where the season just ended for him. And it feels like he has actually accepted some of the blame. So this is not Bayern Munich firing him. This is like by mutual consent. We feel like this relationship is not working as well as we thought it would. So they lose 3-0 to Leverkusen. That's the first major hit. Losing to Leverkusen is a big hit.
Yeah.
Because once they lost that game, 5 points gap. Then they go to Lazio in the Champions League. They lost to Lazio 1-0. Now I still think like they can definitely still qualify.
Yeah, they could. Yeah.
Then after losing to Lazio, they lose in the league again. This time to Bochum. I think that's their name, Bochum.
Yes,
you know that.
Yes.
And this was the club that in the first leg Bayern thrashed like 7-0. So they lost 3-2, I believe, to Bochum. So in those 3 consecutive losses, I think after that everybody looks and goes, this is not good. The Bundesliga season is almost gone.
Yep.
It's no longer in our hands now.
Yep.
And it's not something like it's a 1 point gap, a 2 point gap, a 3 points gap. It's 8 points. And Leverkusen have still not lost.
Yeah.
They have refused to lose.
Yes.
You were telling me how many games now?
33.
33.
It's a
German record,
yeah.
They have decided to not lose. So you look at that and you go, the only way we would win the Bundesliga title is if Leverkusen just have some crazy collapse.
Yeah.
Some very big bottling job.
Just like they completely lose all the matches
a
from
big
here on
bottle
out.
job. Like they have to bottle it real. And it has to be a big bottle.
Yeah.
Because a small bottle will not do enough.
No, yeah.
Then you look at that. So I think for Tommy, they have to... Why the heck are you laughing?
There has to be a big bottle there. That's what I was like, too far with the analogy. It's okay.
So for Tommy, I think it's makes sense. Funny thing though is the guys who brought him in lost their jobs earlier.
Of course things aren't going well.
But they didn't lose their job now.
I know, but it's just like they lost it first.
Yeah,
right?
so
there's new
Oliver
guys
Kahn,
in there now. Yeah.
What's the other guy's name? Let's know his name. Salihamidzic or something. I think. So they lost their jobs, and they were the ones who fired Nagelsmann and brought Tuchel in. So
and they got fired.
Yeah, they got fired later.
And Tuchel's still there.
Tuchel's still
there.
Now
Tuchel's gonna go.
Now Tuchel's gonna go.
Because the new guy is gonna bring.
I have no idea who
they're guys, you know.
Yeah, but it's come to an end, or it will come to an end at the end of the season.
Yep.
But that just increases the amount of vacant seats we have in Europe. So the Liverpool seat is vacant.
Yes. The Bayern.
The Barca seat is vacant.
Yeah.
Xavi is leaving. Now the Bayern seat is vacant. Tuchel is leaving. I think you should apply.
Me?
Yeah.
Let's both apply.
For which one?
I don't know. You pick. I guess pick whichever club you want to go to.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but it's all right.
I'd apply to be Mikhail's assistant if that's open. That I would take that. I don't know what I'd do. I wouldn't be helpful at all. I don't know the first thing about management, man.
You learn
Football manager. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, that is unfortunate though. Personally, I just don't know if that's a good idea. I think Tuchel's a really, really good manager, and I feel like it's worth, considering this just, an off season and trying again next season to see how that goes. You know what I mean? Anyway, you mentioned Leverkusen. The Granit Xhaka scored his first goal for Leverkusen, which is crazy to me that it's taken that long, in the season.
He doesn't get many goals anyway.
He doesn't. That's true. But when he does,
they're nice goals.
They're nice goals, which this was.
Yeah.
But what was even nicer was the celebration, which was quite funny. So you saw like how he, it almost seemed like he'd pulled his hamstring after he scored. And then he's like, hold on. And then he starts like kind of doing like the thing. But it was to the point.
My guy was having fun. Yeah.
He was having fun. And he fooled his manager.
He fooled everyone.
He fooled Xabi. Xabi Alonso was like looking around to figure out who to bring on next.
He fooled even the commentator. He fooled everyone. He fooled everyone. Everyone.
That was pretty funny though. I thought that was worth mentioning. It was a pretty funny thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're talking about vacant jobs though. One job that became vacant and then got filled right away was the Crystal Palace job.
Oh yeah.
Roy Hodgson left by mutual consent, and then Oliver Glasner, who's Austrian, is now managing, and they won he won his first match with them 3-0.
I guess that's what Eagles should do.
Fly.
They should fly.
There you go.
Good for him. Welcome to the Premier League, Glasner. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Napoli. Well, I feel like this is just like so many vacant seats. I guess Napoli sacked Walter Mazzari, and appointed Calzona, Francesco Calzona.
Yeah. So for Napoli, this is their third coach in the same season.
Oh,
so they started with what's his name? Can't remember his name. I'll remember it later. They started with him. He got fired. Mazzari came in. They fired Mazzari now, and they brought this guy. And I think this what's his name? Caldoni?
Calzona.
I think he used to be Spalletti's one of Spalletti's assistants.
Okay.
Spalletti was their coach last season when they won the Scudetto. So I guess they feel like he knows what Spalletti did, and they had a good season. Because right now they're not having a good season. I think they are 9th, 8th, thereabouts in the Serie A table. So hopefully, third time is the charm.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Some not so good news though.
Okay.
Dani Alves.
Oh.
You've heard of this, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I don't have all the info, but keep going.
Well, he's been sentenced for 4 years.
I think it's 4.5.
And 4.5, yeah, 4 years, 6 months in prison. I think it was assault.
Yeah, it's some sexual assault. I don't have all the info, as I said earlier, but it is sad. But I guess the law has to do what the law has to do.
Yeah, I think there were rumors, I guess, if that was one of the reasons why his contract at Barcelona, his second spell at Barcelona, didn't continue on. I
don't know anything about that one.
Something about that?
I don't know anything. I felt like his contract at Barcelona, one of the reasons was his age.
Oh, okay.
Because by the time he was playing there, the second stint was 38 or so. Thereabouts. 38, 39, I could be wrong. So I felt like his age was one of the big issues.
Okay.
But for this prison sentence, it's just sad because this is a guy who has a statue in his hometown in Brazil. And I think it has been vandalized now.
Oh, wow.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it has been vandalized now. it's just sad. Let me not try to talk too much about it. It won't change anything.
Yeah.
Some of the news that I also saw was I think he had to pay like 150,000 euros, something, which I had Neymar's family paid.
Mm.
And some people in Brazil don't like that. So I think there was an article I was reading that there was a woman who was speaking up and saying, I can't remember what her position is, but something about Neymar getting involved in something like this and paying. Yeah, he should not try to reduce the impact of the offense and all of that. Like, oh wow, they're going to drag Neymar into this. But I think Neymar did that like for his friend or something. Now, I don't think Neymar is trying to say that the guy is innocent if he's been found guilty. But same. It's just messy. I think the part of the hope is that maybe he could leave a little early from prison on bail or something like that. But sad.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you how the life you live as a footballer matters.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
And I mean, yeah, it is sad because like he's won so many things, but it takes
a lot.
It takes one thing to just completely wipe all of that away.
He's won close to 40 titles, if not more.
It's crazy.
He's won a lot of titles with PSG, with Barca, with Brazil. He's won a lot. It's just sad. Well, we hope that we get something. Well, first of all, we hope that the lady who was involved in this is okay. Now, I don't think this happened recently. This is something that happened months or years ago.
It was a while ago.
But I just hope that all parties are okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Real Madrid versus Sevilla. There was an interesting thing that you wanted to mention.
Yes, I did. So first of all, this was Sergio Ramos coming back to the Bernabeu. So that was kind of good for some people. But I think for me, the news that I remember, because I saw it happen, was the referee got injured during the game.
Okay.
He had a calf injury. So into the second half, while the game is on, the ref goes to the sidelines, and I think he complains about his calf. Some guy tries to give the calf a massage and all. But I think he couldn't continue.
Wow.
So the fourth official actually put on the referee's, maybe not like the exact shirt that guy had on. Put on his own strip. And came and continued the game.
Wow.
So they had two referees for the same game.
So the ref got substituted.
That's one way you can think about it. That is one way you can think about it.
That's crazy.
That is just one way you can think about it. And then Real Madrid made a substitution. They brought on Luka Modric, and he scores the winning goal. Wow. So it's a game of substitutes, I guess.
Wow, yeah. Substitutes changed the game.
Oh, nice. They actually did.
But I wonder what the protocol is for refs, like if a situation like that happens, and maybe that's what it is, like the fourth official steps in.
I guess.
Because all these guys rotate, right? Like, so sometimes the person who's the fourth official is the main referee. Like, you see that every now and then. Like, they rotate.
Yeah, so I think most of the time, the guy who's the fourth official is also an official referee.
They all are. Almost all of them. Are they? No.
So the guys who are...
the linesmen probably aren't. Yeah.
I don't see them as...
True, yeah. True.
But the fourth official is.
So it's between those, like the fourth official and the main official, or the first official. I don't know. They, they're kind of like the same level, I guess, of
something like that.
Referees.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is funny. That's pretty funny. Anyway,
he needs to take care of his calf.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully he feels better soon.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Okay, one of the last things, a bit of news. Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. We have history with him. I know you have history with him.
Aubameyang.
What?
Aubameyang.
What does that mean?
When he was in Dortmund, he played alongside Marco Reus. Okay. So they wanted to form Batman and Robin. So it was Aubameyang.
I didn't know that. That's funny. Anyway, He is now the all-time goal scorer in Europa League history. Well done, Aubameyang.
As a former Arsenal and Chelsea
Yes.
player, which there are not many.
Yeah.
Except maybe people like Nicolas Anelka and one or two other folks. But shout out to Aubameyang.
There are actually quite a few. So Olivier Giroud.
Oh yeah, Giroud, that's true. Yeah.
Now you have Jorginho and Kai Havertz.
Oh,
Dude,
come on.
we got to throw Willian in there as well.
Oh! William Gallas.
William Gallas.
There
as
is
well,
also
yeah,
Gallas.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
let's not
Yeah.
do this today.
So-
Let's not do this
we
today.
could keep going on and
Let's
on.
not do this today.
Anyway,
Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole, yes.
Oh, wow.
There are quite a few.
We do have a relationship. Arsenal and Chelsea.
Yep. Yep.
But that's
anyway.
good. That's
Yeah,
good for
Aubameyang.
Good for Aubameyang. I don't know if that kind of shows that he's a Europa League kind of player.
let's not do that.
Maybe I'm overthinking it. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
I'm overthinking.
But he's what, 30 something now? Like it's 33, 34, something like that. But he's scoring. He's a goal scoring, thing. I remember Mikel Arteta once said about him that like he's gonna keep doing that till the day he retires. He will keep scoring goals.
As a goal.
And he's a good player, good striker. So credit to him. Good stuff.
Wait.
Anyway,
Is that in the Europa League this season or like
from
all the time?
from what I've been told,
Yeah.
and I hope I've been told the right thing. You know who you are. But he is the all-time top scorer.
Okay.
So we probably we need to verify that. But as far as we know, again, looking at you, you know who you are. We've been told that he is the all-time top scorer in Europa League history. Anyway,
I take your word for it.
that's kind of all the things. Preview.
All right.
Big match coming up on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Manchester United or Manchester City versus Manchester United.
It's going down in Manchester, bro. Woo!
And luckily, it's not a home game for United, so they could potentially win it.
Ooh, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, City are in the title race. They do not want to drop points.
That's true.
The points they dropped against Chelsea was really painful for them.
Yes.
And the fact that they did that in front of their home fans also.
Yeah.
I don't think they will want to drop points against United in front of their home fans.
See,
But it doesn't always happen with what you want.
that's true. It should happen what I want.
Arteta, you're the cause of this stuff, You and Edu. Arsenal guys are now speaking outside. This never used to happen. Just what is this, man? Arteta, Edu, I blame you guys.
The Cronkies.
I blame all of you, man. Look at this Arsenal guy speaking. Look at this guy.
No, I'm just saying I want that to happen.
That's the point I'm saying.
But I do want that to happen.
Because you are in the title race.
Yeah, that's right.
Before now, if you were still 6th, 7th, you would be. What's your business with the game?
Well, you would be saying that too if you were in the title race.
But we are not.
Yeah, that's right.
But Bolly, I blame you for that one.
That's funny. Called out. It's been called out. I do feel like those City recently, they haven't been scoring a lot. I don't know if that's something that should be a concern going into this match.
I think right now, that's the least of their problems. In the sense that, maybe not the least, not the very least.
Okay.
But more important for them is the 3 points.
That's true, yeah. If they can get it over the line, yeah.
So against Bournemouth, 1-0.
Yep.
3 points. They stay where they are.
Yep.
In the title race.
Yep.
If they had played a 5-5, they'll take a 1-0 over a 5-5.
Mm-hmm.
Now, definitely, they would want to get more goals if they can because you guys are getting a lot of goals. And if it goes to the level where goal defense is going to become a big thing to look at.
True,
I
didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Wow.
they will want to do that.
Yeah.
But for now, I think the main thing for them is don't lose grip. And the way you don't lose grip is get points on the board.
Yep.
get points on the board. Just do all you can to get the points on the board.
True, yeah.
That's the main thing for them.
I just feel like looking at some of their last few matches, or like the Bournemouth game, like you're talking about 1-0. I feel like United are probably looking at that going, okay, we probably have a chance. You know? I don't know.
Before you step on the pitch, you should have a chance.
Yeah.
You should.
True,
At least
True.
mathematically.
True. Yeah.
Realistically, you might not.
Yeah.
In some games. But probability-wise, permutations, mathematics, whatever you want to do, you should have it. If not, why should you play the game?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, true. Yeah, you have to have the ambition. Yeah.
So you have to have, there has to be hope that this thing might happen today. These guys might be off today. Realistically, I will be like, City will never lose to this guy. So this guy's but it is what it is. It's football.
Yeah.
And that's why we watch it.
Yeah.
So
Manchester United, you know what to do. Do the job.
Manchester City, you know what to do. Do the job.
You want City to win?
Yes.
The league?
No, to win that game.
Okay.
I take it game by game, bro. Week by week. Chelsea's not in the title race.
Yes.
So I'm taking it week by week.
Okay, fair enough.
For that game, though, I want City to win.
Okay, let's see.
City, please don't let this come back. Don't let this come back to bite me, man.
Actually, this is good. Yeah, say
There are
more.
lot-
Say more. I want you. I want you to say
There are a
more.
lot of United fans that I know who will call for me, bro, if you guys don't win. So please, City, please win this game.
Anyway, that's gonna be the big match. So let's see what happens in that match.
Let's do that.
But that's about it. I guess for us,
Praise God.
that's about it.
Praise God.
Anyways, guys, you know the drill. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Let people know. Let us know what you thought about the football. Hey, if you went to the beach World Cup, the beach soccer World Cup, tell us what you thought about that in the comments below. But anyway, thanks for watching as always and listening and liking and subscribing and showing love. We really appreciate it. So yeah, see you in the next one.